program is not its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Thunderbirds. Glad you all could stop in and be with us, the ones that's here and also the ones that are going to watch the replay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad to have you here. Let me bring in my wonderful co host, Miss Pearls herself. Come on in, Mom.
Hey,
Hey,
I,
how you
I
doing?
picked up at 7. Hey, Mary. Mary's
Hey,
in that's
Mary.
under her husband's name
Doing-
tonight. Hey, Mary.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. How you doing, Miss Pearl?
Well, I guess I'll do pretty good. I got all shook up today because we're
Uh-oh.
doing some construction work in front of my house, in between my house and the house next door.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, with those big old bulldozers and those big old drills and scoops
Oh,
and
they got the big
things.
trucks out there.
Yeah, and it was shaking my house.
Uh-huh.
And I was scared. I didn't know what they were doing. I was like, God, I hope they don't shake my house down or
Yeah.
shake my pipes and stuff and loose, because then that's gonna be expense on me, because you can't put the city of Memphis or anything. They'll
Right,
always be in
right.
denial.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
they cut off about 6 o'clock. I sure was glad too.
Yeah.
So I've had a
Yeah.
shaky day today. My nerves too bad for that. You got
Yeah.
old folks
But
with bad hearts and bad nervous systems. We can't
yeah.
take all that earth shaking
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. You probably didn't know it, but they repaved all the Poplar. They got that all
Yeah, I knew that
repaved.
they did Poplar and Peabody, but now these are pipes they putting down. I
Okay,
saw the
got
big pipes.
yeah. They're
Uh-huh.
replacing them
So
probably. Hmm.
yeah. But they sure gave somebody notice, because I would have left. I probably would have came over there and stayed with you, because my nerves too bad. I mean,
Yeah, I
and,
know. I know.
and the
Yeah,
poor
you know
dog,
the
poor
door.
dog was scared too. And
Oh
I'm trying to
no.
calm her. Ain't nobody to calm me. And
Mm,
we had a shake it day all day today. My nerves just been on edge. I've been
yeah.
shaking like a skeleton.
Wow. Wow. Sorry
Because
about
every
that.
time you hear that boom, 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 you know,
Yeah.
then they'll quit for a while. Then that boom, boom will sound like bombs. Then my house
Yeah.
shaking, the earth shaking, the
You
ground shaking. I'm like, oh my God,
you
please
thought
don't
you
let
might
my
have been
house.
you thought you might have been in Ukraine, huh?
I was like, and you know what? And that ain't nothing compared to what those poor people in Ukraine
Yeah.
experienced.
Yeah.
No, I did not get your message. That's Jen saying
All right,
something
Jen.
came up. She's unable to be on air. Okay, darling. Thank you. No, I didn't
All
get it.
right. Yeah, we'll
But
catch you next go round.
that's probably my fault, because after I talked to you this morning on Messenger, Jen, I hadn't been on there anymore because my nerves been too bad. I was just talking about I couldn't get nothing done today either. So we'll see you next week, kiddo.
Yeah.
All right. And thank you for
Yeah,
letting me
no
know.
doubt. Definitely.
All
Yes.
right. Yeah,
All right.
so that's what's been going on with me.
Okay. Okay. I ain't had too much of nothing going on. Um, Found me something different and new to watch. Peacock. I didn't know that they had progressed the way that they have. Yeah, so they got all of the mysteries on there. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm loving
Oh
it.
yeah, okay. They
Yes.
call that channel costs money though.
Yeah, but it's like $5 or $6 through Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
through Amazon.
Well, I tried it, but you know what I didn't like?
What's that?
Some of the things that you want to watch on your television, you can't
Uh-huh.
watch. They don't allow everything to be watched on the television. You
Well,
have
they do
to on.
now. Yeah, they've corrected it. You can do it from your phone now.
But yeah,
It's
I mean, they'll let you watch it on your tablet and your phone, but they
yeah, on
won't
the
let you watch
TV.
it on your television.
Yeah, I got that's what I'm doing. I'm watching it on the TV from
But
my phone.
some of them, but you're gonna run across one that's gonna say that Peacock only allows certain movies and titles are not available to watch on this device. And when you get that message, that means you can't watch it on your TV. You have to
Uh,
watch your tablet or your phone or your laptop.
well, how long ago was this that you
Recently,
knew?
I've had
Yeah.
them twice. Yeah, I've had them twice, and I dropped them twice too, because I was hoping that after the first time
Yeah.
that they changed that, but they didn't, because see, I don't really watch on my phone TV and videos and stuff. I don't do streaming on my phone and tablet too much. I like
Okay.
to watch my streaming on my television set.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that didn't work for me. I had to let them go again. Mhm.
Oh, well, hopefully I don't run into that.
Well,
So
when you
far,
run
so
into that
good.
message, you will know what it means. It means that you can go watch that on your tablet, your laptop, or your phone.
Okay, I bear that in mind.
But now you might be able to webcast it from your tablet to your phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But I don't know if they got if they have the webcast buttons, if they will have the webcast button on the ones that they don't allow to be viewed on the device, television
Yeah.
device. You know.
Well,
So
so far I've been running about 32 hours. I went to sleep, and when I woke up, it was still going. So yeah,
yeah.
I haven't hope I'm running today, but if I do, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It don't mean that
All
you
right.
can't watch it. It just mean that you'll have to watch it on another device.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So what you got for us tonight?
Well, I was planning on going to vote today, but these
Right.
folks started digging and shaking and drilling in front of my house at 8 o'clock. I was already up, but
Uh-huh.
they had my driveway blocked. They got the neighbor's driveway still blocked, and they got that big old caterpillar machine in front of my house. But it
Oh
is
boy.
enough space. They got the cones at the far side of my driveway, but it is a space between that caterpillar and the
Get in.
cones where I can get out of my driveway. My
Yeah.
neighbor on my left hand side can't get out. So I
Oh
just
man, that's
no, that took off all of my inspiration by going to try to vote, you know.
yeah, yeah,
So
that's
I'm gonna have to
horrible.
do that. I'm gonna have to do that on Saturday. But I did want to share the sample ballot
Okay.
for the state of Tennessee. I do have that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put that on the screen because there's some people on here that's running for governor that I have
Uh-huh.
not even heard of before. And um okay, there it goes. Let's see if I can get this larger. Where oh, there it goes. Yeah, fit the wheel. Okay, there we go. All right, so as you can see,
Yeah, it ain't big enough, but we okay.
well,
Okay.
I'm getting it there. Hold on just a minute. I'm getting it. I'm y'all can see. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Okay,
Yeah,
the
she'll be okay.
the
Yeah,
the
she'll be okay.
the incumbent, of course, is Republican Governor Bill Lee, and
Okay.
they got him right at the top.
Okay.
And it's a vote for one up under there, you know, to the left. The only Democrat person they got running for governor is Jason Bradley Morton. I don't know who he is. I have not received anything in the mail concerning that person, and I've seen a commercial
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm. I have not.
Jason Bradley Martin.
I have not.
Okay, but look at all the independents that are running. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 independents that are running.
Right.
And I don't know none of these people either.
Right.
Well, 7 independents running. Oh, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's yeah. And I don't know none of Constance Every, John Gentry, Basil Marjou, whatever, that sounds French. Charles Van Morgan, that sounds like he's from the French family somewhere. Alfred O'Neill, Deborah Rouse, Michael E. Scantland, never heard. Rick Tyler, never heard. And then, of course, they got a space for you to write in. And of course, you can always write in your own name.
Okay.
If you undecided. But I really wanted to show that part because we've been talking about for months now that how the independence voters are going to be the one who decide this election. for
We have.
midterms as
We
well
have.
as for 2024. And so, and I myself, I'm an independent, and you can vote independent in midterm and general, or they might let you either independent. But here's my point: if I've got a conviction, can tell me to vote. I'm thinking that you can vote independent in the midterm because they got these independent, candidates on
Yeah,
here.
got to be. You got to
So
be.
yeah, so you can vote independent, but that when you get to the polls, they might not have a space where like they probably just gonna ask you, are you voting Republican or Democratic? Well, you can tell them either one, but you can vote. You should be able to vote both Republican and Democratic on
Right.
the ballot
Right.
on the midterms. Then we have a constitutional amendment, Article 11. They say, shall it be amended by adding the following language as a new section? It is unlawful for any corporation, association, or the state or its political subdivisions to deny or attempt to deny employment
Okay,
to any
Major.
person by reason of the person's membership in and with, resignation from, or refusal to join or affiliate with any labor union or employee organization. So this is for the union. The many people want to the they want to be union. They want to be union represented again.
Right. Right.
Union used to be a big thing back in the 90s and 80s out, but the people of the country now are to be unionized so that they can get,
Okay.
and it's just like the railroad strikers.
Okay.
We're about the railroad strike because the railroad
Oh
workers,
no.
they've been
Oh no.
unionized for years, and they still unionized. And they say that the union that represents the highest percentage of railroad workers, which is 60% of the railroad workers, just recently last week turned down the offer that the railroad companies wanted to give them. So
Okay.
by this
Okay.
Sunday, we should know whether or not they go on strike. So that's the purpose of being unionized, so that your union can fight for better working conditions,
Absolutely.
better pay,
Absolutely.
and better opportunity, equal and fairness on your job. So that would be for me, just personally, that would be something I would definitely check yes on.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
there's another article, Article 3, Section 12, a question. And this is really, really, but the
Yeah, it is long.
well,
It is long.
so it's saying something about whenever the government transmit to the Secretary of State, the Speaker of the Senate, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, a written signed declaration that is unable to discharge the powers of the office. Here in the state, office of governor shall be temporarily discharged by the Speaker of the Senate as acting governor, or if that office is unoccupied, then by the Speaker of the House of Representatives as acting governor, until the governor transmit to the officials a written signed declaration that the governor is able to discharge the powers and duties of the office. So this looks like it's trying to change some language where they can have somebody fill in governor if the governor is unable to perform his duties or her duties. Then down here it says, whenever a majority of the commissioners of administrative departments of the executive department transmit to the Secretary of State, the speaker, blah, 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 same thing, that the speaker of the Senate shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting governor, or that office, and then the Speaker of the House of Representatives shall immediately. So they're still saying the same thing, except one is for the House of Representatives and one is for the Senate. So they're saying that either or, it looks like, should be able to take that seat.
Yeah, that's the loophole.
The governor, and then so let's say, that if the first of all, if the governor is unable to do their duties, they're saying the Speaker of the House of Representatives will act. And then it says if the Speaker of the House is not unable to serve, then the where is it? The Speaker of the Senate shall assume the powers. And then it says that one can't do it. Then down here it says,
got another one.
Whenever a speaker is temporarily discharging the powers and duties of office and acting governor, such a speaker shall not be required to resign the speaker's position as a speaker to resign as a member of the General Assembly. So they're saying that if it falls all the way down to where the Speaker of the Senate has to act as governor for a temporary period of time, they're saying that Speaker of the House doesn't have to resign his position as the Speaker of the House, as would the Senate, as would the Senate of the Senate, the Speaker, as would the Speaker of the House of Representatives or the Senate. Okay. So that's why. So their Speaker of the Senate would have to resign. You can't hold two. Or hold two.
Right.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives would have to resign. But as that position, they can hold two. They act as governor, then they cannot be at the same time simultaneously Speaker of the Senate or Speaker of the House of Representatives.
This is correct.
But the Speaker of the House,
this is correct,
of the House does not have to resign the Speaker's position if the other two don't want to do it. If they are not available to do it, and the Speaker of the House has to, the Speaker, let me see, wait a minute. Whenever a Speaker is temporarily discharging the powers and duties of the office of governor as acting governor, such Speaker, I beg your pardon. They're saying that they can hold two positions. Okay, I don't think I like that. Okay.
I don't either.
They're saying that the speaker shall not be required to resign the Speaker's position as a Speaker or to resign as a member of the General Assembly and shall retain the Speaker's salary and not receive the governor's salary. But such Speaker shall not be the Speaker or vote as a member of the General Assembly during the time the Speaker is acting. Okay, well, I'm all right as long as he don't get two salaries. Or as long as she don't get two salaries. Okay. So this is saying. So this is an order that they want to amend for somebody to be able to so they can have it on the books and law for somebody to be able to fill in for the governor if the governor is not able
in layman's
get sick or
in layman's
whatever. pass away or whatever, they would have a temporary assignment. It would be first offered to the House of Representatives. And if the House of Representatives is unable to accept it, then it would be offered to the Speaker of the Senate. But both of them would not have to resign their positions as the Speaker of the House of Representatives or the Speaker of the Senate. They could keep their titles, and they would get still paid. Well, they wouldn't keep their title. They would be governor, acting governor. The title would change to acting governor, but they would still receive the same salary that they were receiving and when they were as Speaker of the House of Representatives and as Speaker of the Senate. And they won't be able to vote. So that means that the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the Speaker of the Senate will be short one vote. You see what I'm saying? That means that when they got ready to do some business, they're gonna be short one vote. I have a problem with it because if they're gonna do this, they have some fill in for that vote. You know.
Yeah.
Off more on that one. By the time I get to the polls, I'll have
Okay.
All right. So Article 13.
Okay.
It said this one is saying, except in Article 3 steps. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is fixing it. Except as provided in Article 3, Section 12, just explained, with regard to the Speaker of the Senate or the Speaker of the House of Representatives temporarily discharging the powers and duties of the office of governor as acting governor, and shall Article 2, Section 26 of the Constitution be amended by adding the following language at the end of the section. This section shall not apply with regard to the Speaker of the Senate or the Speaker of the House of Representatives temporarily discharging the powers and duties of the office of governor as acting governor. Now, it didn't really answer my question. So then we got another, an amendment 3 they want.
Yep. Oh boy.
And they say this amendment.
Oh boy.
This is the slavery one I was telling y'all about. It says the summary of this question is the amendment would change the current language in Article Section 33 of the Tennessee Constitution, which says that slavery and involuntary servitude, except as punishment for a person who has been convicted of a crime, are forever prohibited in this state.
That's it.
The amendment would delete.
That's it.
The amendment would delete this language and replace it with the following language: slavery and involuntary servitude are forever prohibited. Nothing in this section shall prohibit an inmate from working when the inmate has been duly convicted of a crime. And so they're saying the question is, so they're basically what's been on the books is that if you were convicted as by the state of a crime, then you would have to do involuntary servitude. You would have to do involuntary servitude.
Yes, that's exactly right.
That used to be like when they had the chain gang.
Yeah.
But they've been paying them. They've been paying the inmates a little bit of money down there at the jail for as long as we know, at least as early as 2000, they was paying them some money. So they was paying them some money in voluntary servitude. And they, other words, the convicts could be used as slaves. Okay. So the question is saying now, say, shall Article 1, Section 33 of the Constitution of Tennessee be amended by deleting the section and substituting instead the following. Section 33, slavery and involuntary servitude are forever prohibited. Nothing in this section shall prohibit an inmate from working when the inmate has been duly convicted of a crime. So basically what they're saying on the fix this slavery and making somebody work against their will is forever prohibited.
Yeah, but
And
they're
that
having
even
to do it in the
is
prison. But they're having to do it in the prison. They're having to do the work in prison now. The work in prison.
I'm saying here that nothing will prevent an inmate from working. And when the inmate, the person has been convicted of a crime now, it's hard to get jobs when you have a record. So basically, this is it really doesn't address that directly, but to me it said that an inmate can work and now should not be. It really doesn't say that. Basically, this is talking about
slave to incarceration.
Yeah. And so basically, they're just talking about slavery.
Okay.
So it says, all right. So the summaries of it. Okay, that was Amendment 3. Yeah. So here goes Amendment 4. The summary of Amendment 4 is this amendment would delete one of the state constitution.
You're breaking up.
Of any denomination.
You're breaking up.
Oh, shaking my leg. How about it now? Breaking up now?
Still breaking up. Yeah.
Breaking up.
Still breaking up. Yeah.
Oh. Let me see if I can. I have to bring it up a little bit. May have to reduce this. And
okay,
let me
I
also
see you
bring up
moving
this
a little bit now.
Let me do here. Keep everything going.
Okay.
Okay. We may have a little quick break there. You might can still see me, but it's preparing my security options. Then it's gonna ask me, do I want to allow it? Am I breaking up now?
No, you're clear now. No, you're clear now.
I'm clear now? Okay, yeah. I thought if I bring that task manager up, that might help some. Okay, bring this up, but I'm gonna move it over here. Let me move it off this screen. But it's not responding. I'm trying to move it. Okay. It'll come on. All right, so I'm not breaking up, right? I'm breaking up.
No.
Okay. So it says I'll get my volume up a little bit. All right, so it says that that
you're breaking up. Breaking up bad.
Of the House of the legislature. Bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Okay, let me try this. I'm gonna try taking the Wi-Fi off my phone today. And do it this way. Okay. That might be a little bit choose. Okay. Am I breaking out now? Oh yeah,
Not
I see I was frozen.
Not as bad.
Not as bad. Okay, yeah. I was doing that try to say okay. So I did not know this. Can you hear me now? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna start sharing the screen and I'm just okay, I'm gonna share the screen and I'm just gonna read it.
Okay.
To y'all, and then that way I can have my full power back. where I don't break up so much.
Okay.
All right.
All
That's
right.
better. That's better. So I did not know
Oh, yeah.
this, but it says that there is an amendment number 4 that's on the books law right now, Article 9, Section 1, that prohibits ministers of the gospel and priests of any denomination from holding a seat in the House of Representatives or in the Senate of the state of Tennessee. And I did not know that.
No,
Wow.
no.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
Mary. Yeah, I see that she on your page. Yeah, Mary. I saw that. I was reading something there. Okay.
Mhm.
And so they're saying now, shall the article shall it be amended by deleting this section? Well,
Mhm.
yeah, it should be deleted because that's discrimination. I mean, you know, why
Yeah.
can't a minister of the gospel or a priest be on a politician? Why not? You got the face of God
Well,
on, in God we trust, on the money of the United
yeah, I don't think
States.
they want to conflict the two. I think it would be conflict, politics versus and the
They've
Bible.
been trying. That's what they've been trying to say for years.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. But what I always explain to people is this: there wouldn't even be politics if it wasn't for religion.
True.
Religion is what caused politics
True.
and the wars.
Mhm.
And if you got in God we trust on your United States money, you combining religion right there in your currency.
Right.
And
Yeah, they're picking
current,
and choosing what they want. Yeah, they're not
picking
abiding
and
by.
choosing. So
Yeah.
this, to me, this should be deleted. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, this is my person. I'm going
Yeah.
to vote this.
It needs to be
Then you got
deleted.
all these, then you got
Yeah.
all these House of Representative district people running, Senate
Yeah.
people running for Senate, for Senate, all the districts. And
Yeah,
then
in the
the mayor.
Constitution, they have the African American man is only 3/5 of a man.
And they haven't changed that yet, have they?
No, it's still there.
I'm here.
Yeah,
City
I
of Memphis.
understand it. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
City of Memphis got a special election for a city council district 4 and a municipal court judge division 2. And I don't know none of these people. I know one name, but I don't know her personally.
Yeah.
And
It's like a guessing game.
no, I don't guess. If I don't know them, I just skip it because they should have made them. They should have made themselves known. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They should have been. They should have ran some commercials, or they should have sent out some mail outs or something.
Right. I mean, you're absolutely right, because what happened is you see all these new names and you don't know who they are. You haven't seen anything for commercials, any of that. So yeah.
If they didn't bother to introduce themselves, if they didn't bother that I know who they were, what they stand for, what their position is, then I skip it, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So basically, they don't have to depend on the people that know them.
Pretty
so
much.
That's all I had for them.
Okay,
that's all I had for
all right, let's take a quick break, and you all stay there. We're gonna be right back in a jiffy.
All right, y'all, stick and stay. We'll be right back. Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-5555. 4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show.
And we're back. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We are back.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get into my segment.
Okay.
It's with great sadness, though, that we have to send our prayers to State Representative Barbara Cooper passed away.
Ah,
Yeah,
Barbara
she passed
Cooper.
away. Yeah, she's an African American lady. I wasn't too familiar with her, but
I know her
they
name,
didn't
but
go
I don't
into
think I knew her
details.
personally. Yeah, I don't think I knew her personally.
Yeah. Well, all right. Prince Harry is eagerly awaited memoir called Spare is to come out January the 10th.
Oh,
The book is being billed by Penguin Random House, and Random House is saying that it will be raw, unflinching, honesty, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom. Eternal power or love over grief. The memoirs of the shocking death in 1997 of Prince Harry's mother, Diana, and the proceeds from that would be donated to the British charities. He has given $1.5 million to a sensible organization. Yes. Can you
hi,
imagine
Sandra.
it? Hey, Sandra.
Yeah, he'll sell a lot of books on that.
Yeah, man, that's a book that I would like to read. Can you imagine him pretty much telling all? Yeah, that's something right there.
Maybe that's what kind of took the Queen on out after she found out that was coming out.
I'm glad you're right. It could have been because I think she had lost control of him.
She completely lost control of him. And she the British royal family they quite not, they're a bit estranged. Well, I think they're completely estranged from him now because he married the Megan girl from California, the model, the black African American girl. And so now they're trying to blame it on the African American girl from California. The Brits do, because they say that she wasn't prepared for being in the royal family, of knowing what her place was. So that takes you all the way back to kind of a it takes you back to really like his mom.
Yeah, that's
Harry's
what I was
mom,
gonna say.
because that's what the same thing that the Brits, the royal family, was saying about Diana, that she didn't know her place. But
Yeah,
Diana came from an aristocratic family,
she
so
did.
they couldn't say that she wasn't prepared for a royal life because she already knew
Right,
how aristocrats lived. But they're
right.
trying to say that Meghan didn't have no clue of how aristocrats live, so she shouldn't have never married him. Well,
Mm-hmm.
see, it's kind of a flip coin situation because Tina Turner say, "What's love got to do with it?"
Okay,
Well, on this situation, I say, "What's aristocracy got to do with it?" Because
okay.
Harry just fell in love with the woman, you
Right,
know, and she
right.
fell in love with him. So what's the aristocracy got to do with it?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, it's ironic that he turned around, and it's something that Prince Diana would do with the memoirs. Yeah, so he's going against the grain pretty much like his mom was.
Just like his mom. But see, William is staying in there, and the only reason why, in my belief, and this is not anything I read or heard, but
Okay,
it's just me saying myself, that I believe that William would have too. But I think that the only reason why he thought he better stay in good with his grandparents
uh-huh.
was because uh, Prince Charles is old. And
Right.
if he was to kick the bucket, say next month, then see,
Mm-hmm.
William becomes the king. Prince
Wow,
William
didn't know
becomes the
that.
queen. That's Harry's brother.
Right, I didn't
Mm,
know that. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
And that's
that's
the
pretty
only
deep.
reason why, because William is older than Harry. Harry's the baby brother.
Right.
And so I guess Harry say he not waiting around all that time. He gonna live his life like he wanna
Yeah,
live it. Yeah.
yeah, and he's making big moves, and wow, you know,
But see, William knew that his grandparents were old,
yes,
and I think he figured if he could just hold on, he'll be king
yeah,
soon.
yeah,
And he will be king if King Charles, he on his last
yeah,
leg.
yeah, yeah. Kind of looked like it. He hadn't been in the best shape, but you're right.
Yeah,
He's
he
staying
on his
close.
last leg. And usually, when somebody been married that many years, as them two had been together,
Yeah,
within a year's time of the first one passing, the other one always leave too.
yeah, you're right. It does
So
come
Harry,
like
so
that.
William, yeah, and William ain't got to hold on to probably about almost the end of next year, and then he'll be having his coronation. He'll be crowned.
Wow. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's staying with the family. He
yeah,
playing it
yeah.
safe. Yeah, he
He,
playing it safe.
he
I
playing the
can't
Game of
blame him
Thrones.
though.
He playing the Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
yeah. I
That's a
cannot
real life.
blame him.
That's a real life Game of Thrones. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's a lot of power that he stands to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean this book, man, it's gonna I believe it's gonna blow the roof off. Simply
Yeah,
because
it probably would tell some tall tales.
yeah, yeah, they went against his wife and treated the way that they did. I
Yeah,
feel,
and then especially after them going after his wife, that's probably what made him want to write the book.
yes, no doubt.
He probably thought that, well, maybe they have changed.
Uh-huh.
And when he brought, his beautiful African American wife into the royal family, he probably thought, well, maybe his grandparents would go ahead and accept and treat
Right.
her right better than
Hmm.
they did his mother.
Right.
But then after they turned on him and didn't do that, he probably got really hurt really bad.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that
I'm sure
means
they
like
did.
that means like twice he was stabbed in the back by his own family, the only parents that he really known, which was, his grandparents so much, they pretty much raised him up after that.
Right. Right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what has pretty much forced him this way, and he wants to come out, and I believe he's going to let it all loose. I really do because that has to hurt for him, his wife, to be treated that way, and he stood beside her. So I applaud him for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, was Charles? Well, actually, it was his grandmother. Because Charles is his
Yeah,
daddy, is their
yeah.
daddy.
His grandma was calling the shots, though.
Yeah, but the grandmama called all the shots, so that's why
Yeah.
I say grandparents. But no, but see, Charles, their daddy looked so old, he looked like their grandparents instead of their dad. Cause he don't, he's a high one of them high rollers. He like the ball and party.
Yeah, that's what I was just finna say. Too
And
much partying.
yeah,
Took
and
a
it shows
toll.
in his face. You can see the
Yeah.
age. He gets the best of care. Health care and all kinds of any kind of Botox and stuff like that. He won't. When you done live the party life, it just shows in your
Yeah,
face.
it does.
I don't care who you are,
Yeah.
whether you're from the aristocracy or the diddledocracy.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It
it's
just
gonna
shows
show
in
up.
your face. You cannot hide that party life.
Yeah. You can't. You
Can't
can't.
hide it.
He trying, but if you say it's too obvious, it's there.
Yeah,
It's written all over
yeah,
his face. And
yeah,
yeah, so man, I applaud Prince Harry for making a move like this.
yeah. Well, the United States love Prince Harry. They don't.
Yeah, yeah. He's become the people's champion.
He's
You
been
know.
here. He came down here about 3 years ago, down on Bill Street.
Okay.
He was in
Okay.
Memphis. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so yeah, he carries on the charitable work that his mother did.
Right.
And but by him being the baby boy, he was really closer to his mama than William
Oh
was.
yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. And I'm sure a lot of questions got answered to him about what was the reasoning for his mother's action. You know what I mean? Because at that particular time when she passed, they were little boys.
They were little boys, yeah. But
Yeah, they were.
he's learned the truth.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's learned the truth, and I'm sure she left behind something for her boys. I was told that she liked to do memoirs on recordings. There's some recordings that's out there she put down before she passed. Never heard
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she had a couple of good close friends that she could trust.
Mm-hmm.
That she could probably have left some recordings with that the Queen and everybody couldn't get a hold to. Probably had them to put them up for her boys,
She
hopefully, did. And that might be the reason why he wants to tell some of the, so he probably has found out some secrets.
Yes.
Because aristocrats have a lot of secrets.
Yeah.
And they got enough money and know enough people to have them swept away.
Yes. And
now, me myself personally, I still believe that the Queen had something to do with
most definitely. Definitely. Without a doubt.
I just still believe that. I believe it then, and nothing changed my mind. Even though I like the Queen and that black pen leather pocketbook. I sure want to know what she carry in that black. Wonder who gets the black pen leather pocketbook. I can see Camilla throwing it. I don't know Camilla. The strangest thing about that.
What's that?
Now Camilla was the mistress. Charles is her son's mistress, which was Harry and William's daddy. Well, he was Camilla, the one that's by him now, that he married to now, was his mistress then, when he was married to Diana.
Oh, so he married his mistress?
She was really the one that was causing all of the static and the breakup and the confusion and chaos and between the marriage of Diana and Charles.
Right.
Yes. And she was an older woman. She was older than Charles at that time, and she's older now.
Wow.
She was like, I think she's like, probably 15 years older than Charles or something. 12 years or 15.
Yeah, like but the family is willing to overlook that.
Now, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The queen, the funny thing is, what's so baffling about it is the queen liked Camilla better than she did Diana.
I can believe it. I can believe it because she had the mistress was willing to play the role versus Diana, which they couldn't control in any shape, form, or fashion. So yeah, I can believe that. Absolutely, I can.
Aristocrats are like that. If they can't control you, they want you out of the picture.
Yeah, yeah, and that's been shown to us.
And that's the same attitude that was transferred over to the New World when they came over here and started the New World.
Okay.
Because the people that started the New World were not aristocracy. They were getting the money from a couple of aristocrats to get the boats and buy the slaves and start their little companies and stuff like that. And so, but they weren't aristocrats themselves, because aristocrats weren't leaving England because England was theirs. They controlled England.
Right.
It was the middle class and lower that wanted to leave. And they based their excuse for leaving on religion. Right. Because England was a Catholic church and they wanted to do Protestant religion.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
England
That's some good info.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
now, yeah. I've been knowing UK history for a long time. And that's why I guess I became first interested in history when I saw a picture of Italy, a city on a river, town on a river with the gondola boats and stuff. And I was in the 5th grade. And when we were doing a geography class, we opened a brand new geography book. And that picture right there just got me interested in geography from 5th grade on. Geography and history. I love it.
Yeah. I believe I do too. I've come to love it more the older I get.
I really wanted to be an archaeologist, like I say, but had that back injury that took away that dream.
Well, God had other plans for you. That's why. That was.
But you always wonder. But you always wonder.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody does.
Still wonder what would have happened if I had been able to be what I wanted to be.
Wow.
What you really wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Tim.
All right. Well, that's pretty much. That's a lot of info. A lot of things that I didn't know. Y'all hear all that info she gave, all that history.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they listening in and listening out, and they can watch the replay. I understand. Hi, Sunday. We did see you. Come in. Thank you.
All right. Well, Mom, let you take us out. Take us on home.
Oh, well, you the host.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to do my closing remarks?
I can do mine. It's all.
My closing remarks? Yeah, because you say you're the host, so you do your class.
Yeah.
So, okay, my closing remarks is just thank you guys for coming in. In the winter time when school is going on, we do have a lower viewership on our shows, but the shows still must go on because the thing about it is we are building a foundation. Right. I started building the foundation, and I was trying to build it for my son, my children, my child. I don't have children, but my child's children. So now he's on board, and so now he can keep it rolling for his children and their children. So we gotta have these shows. If we don't have no viewers, we still don't care, because God, this is the purpose that God gave me. Like my son said, God had another purpose for me. So this is the purpose. So that's the reason why we're going to do them. We don't care if we don't have no views.
That's right.
So that's the reason why we appreciate our loyal viewers so much.
Yes. Well, absolutely, yes.
So those are my words. I just want to say thank y'all so much. And we will be here again tomorrow night on the Emily Pearls Show.
Okay, well, I need to know what Mom said. Another great show, a lot of information, some jewels being dropped. And hey, come on back next Thursday and we'll do it again. With that, I wish everybody love, peace, and happiness.
Oh, one more last
Bye.
word.
Oh, go
Free
ahead.
thought is a philosophy and not a
Okay.
policy. I think that's what he was waiting on. I forgot about it. It is Thursday night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy, y'all. That's
All
our
right.
time.
All
We
right.
love y'all.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.